Today, we're going to make a healthy, spicy miso garlic ramen recipe with a mushroom-based vegetarian broth and our own ramen eggs. Let's get started. Place eggs in cold water and then bring the eggs and water to boil together for a total of 8 to 9 minutes. Take the eggs out and place in cold water for 5 minutes and then peel. Next, let's make the brine. Mirin is Japanese sweet rice wine, and we will take half part mirin and half part soy sauce. Then add water. You can add up to a quarter cup. I use a little bit less for a slightly saltier solution. I also added a sprinkle of cayenne, but this is optional. Mix well. Place the eggs in a small container and pour the brine over. To prevent the eggs from floating up and not being completely submerged, I used 2 metal spoons to weigh them down. Cover airtight with foil and let it sit for 2 days. You can use after 1 day, but the egg is more cured and perfectly flavorful after 2 days. Next, let's make the broth. If you don't have shiitake mushrooms, you can substitute with regular mushrooms, but the shiitake will have more flavor. Cut the garlic into small slices to release the flavor. Then cut the shallot the same way. Place all of these into a medium pot. Add 3 cups of water to the pot. Bring it to the stove to a boil and then bring the heat down to low and simmer for about 40 minutes. You can use the broth right away or let it sit in the fridge overnight. Remove the mushrooms from the broth and set aside. For the toppings, I washed a small stalk of bok choy and some green onions. Cook the bok choy separately in boiling water. The reason why you don't want to cook it directly into the broth is that it changes the flavor profile of the spicy miso broth. You can also stir fry for a more intense flavor, but this is just a healthier and oil-free option. Next, let's season the broth. With spicy garlic oil, miso paste, sesame oil, and soy sauce. Add about 2 tablespoons of miso paste and a half teaspoon of soy sauce if you would like, but this is optional if you want less sodium. Add half a teaspoon of sesame oil, then add 1 teaspoon of spicy garlic oil. If you can't find this, you can make your own by stir-frying red pepper flakes, minced garlic, and a bit of olive oil. Add your ramen noodle of choice. I chose some thin Japanese ramen noodles. Cook the noodles in the broth. Add a quarter cup of chopped green onions and continue cooking noodles until al dente. Immediately move the noodles from the broth to prevent overcooking and getting soggy noodles. Add the bok choy and place on top. Slice the shiitake mushrooms from the broth before into thin strips and place on top. Now the most exciting part. Remove the ramen eggs from the brine. Cut the eggs in half to reveal a beautiful yolk that is darker and richer yellow in color. Optional topping, I added some of my healthy baked spicy sesame chicken breast, but you can omit and the dish will be vegetarian friendly. Add the spicy miso broth and garnish with chopped green onions and a small dollop of the spicy garlic oil. And there you have it, a healthy homemade spicy garlic miso ramen with homemade ramen eggs and vegan broth. Enjoy and happy eating.